chasing a road to glory, driven since I was a child.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it.
When you arrive before everybody else, a lot of spots still open. Hey there, everybody. Someone asked for me in my network yesterday for me to be able to put them down as a reference about the work that they've done, and I had no problems being able to do that. Totally agreed, because it's true. I feel like they've always delivered, been extremely professional, and helped me in networking and getting to know people here in the business community, and that was the role in of the previous organization. And so I thought about that as people have their networks, they have their relationships. Are they strong enough that you could reach out to those people and ask them for a reference in a positive way? And do you think they would answer in the affirmative? And do you feel like they would be able to speak about your capabilities and your talents? And if you don't have maybe 5 people deep that you could go to, it might mean that your network needs to be worked, needs to be developed, and you need to give more value to people in your network. Turns out.
Can I get Alpha Graphics of West Houston, the Abbey Residential, Cantina Laredo, Berry Hill Baja Grill, Genesis Photography, Infinity Graphics, TechSpace. See what more that this man can offer.
Let's find out.
With the Rising Star of 2019, Sherman On,
Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Had a great time there at the Houston West Chamber of Commerce Appreciation event. They're thanking all the various volunteers, all the committee members, and each committee nominates who they feel was kind of the volunteer of that committee. And they had also a volunteer of the year, and so it was just a great time. It was Gerard Charles, really great guy, GM over at the PF Chang's out there in the West Chase area. So really great chance to meet with everybody. You saw there I got the Rising Star Awards. Very grateful for them and recognizing my contributions. And so looking at adding more value to some of the members by doing a podcast and video each Friday where they can answer 2 questions. Who are you to the community? And number 2 is, why did you join the chamber? So that way the chamber can have some testimonials. These businesses can also then talk about who they are. So a great way to be able to promote who they are out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. A great way to be able to tag them as well in on these various posts. Might even do some live sessions, I think, on a Friday to kind of mix up the overall feel. At the same time, make sure that we save it so that way they start building out an archive of information. And the podcast is just so people can recognize them in a different format. And so now we're going to be heading home. Traffic looks pretty light, so should be getting home in about 40 minutes. Let's go. Woo! Got it in. Mutual run there. Just stretching out my legs. Knee was a little bit tender. Just got to stretch it out tonight. Make sure that we're ready for 6.5 miles on Saturday. My sons and nephew are going to be running a marathon relay. So each will do about 6.5 miles. And so with them being under the age of 16, except my nephew, I'll be running with Gavin. He's the first one to go. He'll be turning 9 here shortly, but so he's 8 according to the race. And then if I'm feeling pretty good, then I'll run with Mason and put in a half marathon, and then let Ryan and Bryson keep rolling. So hope you're all doing well. Sherman's out.
Locked and loaded, nobody safe around me. I'm about to spray, I'm rowdy. Pipe it up, run it up, count it up. Ice on my wrist, I'm drowning. I bet I lift and I light it up.